Volley Truthers. This is Coach Johns with the Volley Truth. This episode will discuss the recruiting process, or a little bit of it. And the truth is, this is a long, stressful, and tedious process that absolutely cannot be done by the player alone. So parents have to be involved to some extent, and the extent is major. The parents will play the role of the behind the scenes technical personnel. Parents help plan and schedule calls, interviews, school visits, and also prepare the player on questions to ask the college coaches and questions that might be asked of the player. With the recent change in the recruiting process, coaches are unable to recruit players until the summer after their 10th grade year. This has slowed down the process and allowed for more players to mature and develop in their game. So, where do we start? Let's start at the 8th grade club season. 8th grade club season, parents should begin to focus on learning how to set up and run their iPhones, recorders, iPads, or camcorders. Parents should be gearing up to purchase that infamous tripod or stand to set up at the club tournaments. Parents, practice setting up and walking away if you talk like me or sitting right next to your camera. If you can be quiet like my husband, and he's truly the professional. This is the year that you need to make all your mistakes where filming is concerned, like learning that the phone was not really recording and you missed part, or a whole set, or shoot, a whole game for that matter. Oh my God! Taking pictures when you should be recording. Learning that you absolutely cannot hold your phone and record at the same time.
Let's go. Oh! Let's go!
All the shaking has to stop. So, realizing that the best place to stand is behind the players. This angle is the best and most optimal view to record from. Parents, it is pivotal knowing if you will need to start looking for a person or company that can make highlight films for you, because A, you don't have the know-how, the technology, or B, you just don't have the time. The 8th grade year is when you figure all of these things out. Not to mention, 8th grade is the beginning conversations about college and the interest in playing while in college as possibilities. Realizing that your player's level of commitment could happen this year, but maybe not quite, right? They have some years left, so you can revisit this. Some 8th grade parents take the opportunity to introduce their player to college coaches during the year by sending them film, where the coaches might watch the film, but they will never respond because it's illegal. So do not get all up in your feelings just because coaches didn't return a call. So let's take a note here. Early commitment players at 8th grade, those days are long gone, or at least that's the goal. Now, 9th grade and 10th grade. These years, high school season, a highlight film or two will be needed depending on how much quality film a player has. Disclaimer, please do not make a film that lacks in quality. If you need an honest assessment, I am here for you. I say this because, unfortunately, there are a ton of high school programs and districts, conferences, whatever you call them, that do not have quality volleyball programs, and the film is just not there to be had. Highlight film will be needed from club season as well. The same rule of thumb applies as above, only quality. The quality here tends to be stronger because the level of seriousness and play increases during club season. So parents and players definitely start making a list of schools and sending your film out to coaches. Please include all coaching staff if they have emails. Only address the head coach. Remember, coaches will not respond to you. You are not in your window of recruitment. So let's consider this like a dry run 9th and 10th grade year. The summer of 10th grade, your recruiting window opens and things will be on and popping. Make sure to have a recruiting engine that you are using. Now, if you've been watching me and my videos from before, you know I absolutely love sports recruits. But to be fair, there are others out there like NCSA, university athlete, field level, student athlete, and more. But again, it's sports recruits for me. Parents, you will need to really buckle your player down and get a strategy going on how schools and coaches and programs are being tracked. When to call, date it, how often film is going to all these schools, setting up interviewing times, setting up college visits, prioritizing schools by importance. It's important for me to stick this in like right now. Players, let's have a truth is moment right here and now. So the truth is, you have to realize and wrap your head around the fact that the schools that you want might not be the schools that want you. And that has to be okay. So if we accept this now, we will be better for it later. So parents, we do not need to be wasting money attending colleges and universities that has shown absolutely no interest in our player unless you just like the quality of that particular camp, especially when the window opens. Now, showcases are good to get in front of a lot of coaches, more bang for your buck in that area. Some coaches might show interest in the player by reaching out to the club coaches because the window is closed, or sending a letter to the high school coach with invites. Players should have an introduction letter. An intro letter includes a little about yourself, your school and location, the club that you'll be playing for, if that is possible, because it's not always possible in some regions, and always send the college or university your school and tournament schedule. Again, if you have it, you can even make things a bit more personal by adding something special about that school, like maybe they do something special every year that you would like to be a part of. Maybe they have some event. Lastly, the 11th and 12th grade years. These last 2 years will go by faster than lightning. Some players will already be committed, while others will still be in search of a home. This is absolutely fine and extremely common. Players will really be in full swing of the recruiting process, calling coaches, coaches calling players, players sending film continuously, keeping them informed, players making sure college coaches are aware of their club schedules. Some players even go that extra step and send emails on how to find them at the tournaments. Junior and senior year is very stressful and time consuming. But parents, this is where we have to step in and help. We cannot think that our players have the capabilities to take on this process alone. Players, this is to you. I know that you think you are grown, that you have everything figured out, that you are old enough to handle things, but you will quickly find out that you simply cannot. Now look, what we are asking players to balance: drafting emails, intro emails, updating emails, declination emails, and responding to rejection emails if they are sent. We're asking to reach out to coaches, tracking which coaches were called or ones that still need to be called, and what was discussed during those conversations. Making highlight films, which should be done after major tournaments if there's enough content. Going to schools, maintaining attendance, grades, which consist of homework assignments, quizzes, and tests. Extra school activities for clubs such as drama, robotics, STEM, debate, and much more. Maintaining employment, because some players must work for any extras, and club volleyball is extra. This is just a snippet of what is on the plates of these juniors and seniors volleyball players. It's also good to know that while, yes, there will be some that get committed early, and that's great. Some get recruited later on during their senior year, but there will still be others that actually get recruited and committed during the summer after the senior year is over. And that's okay as well. Everyone's journey is different and unique to them. So to wrap up this episode, because I can go on and on, I love to tell my players in math, there's a ton of ways to solve a problem. But as long as the outcome is the same, it doesn't really make a difference how you came up with the answer. So again, parental help and guidance through this process will be of the utmost importance. So parents, if you need help with making your players highlight film, or you just don't have the time, please reach out to askcoachjohns@gmail.com on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. Even right here on your YouTube, we can be found at The Volley Truth, because we can definitely get them done for you. It's rough out here in these volleyball streets. So until next time, remember, play like you're going to be subbed out. That's all for now, but if you like the content, leave a comment below, spike the like button, and subscribe to my channel.